While Leah had left him in a large toy store, Teddy Bear decided to venture beyond the colorful aisles that surrounded him. As he walked slowly, he felt the ground becoming increasingly soft, and then he realized that he had entered a completely different world. The toys came to life. The dolls talked, the cars rolled, and the stuffed animals danced. It was a wonderful place. Teddy Bear sneaked between the rows of enchanted toys, observing each scene with wonder. He made new friends, such as a little toy soldier named Oscar, a stuffed rabbit named Georgette, and a futuristic robot named Sparky. Every night, the toys would organize parties in the department store. They played hide-and-seek, sang songs, and shared exciting stories of their adventures with their owners. For Teddy Bear, it was a dream come true. But one morning, as dawn was breaking on the horizon, Nunors woke up startled. He had heard a strange noise coming from the store's exit. Worried about his friends, he decided to go out and look for them. Teddy Bear stealthily sneaked, avoiding the gaze of the store employees who were starting to arrive. He searched everywhere but found no sign of his toy friends. Just as he was about to give up, Teddy Bear heard a faint laughter coming from a high shelf. It was a small porcelain elephant named Eleanor. She explained to him that all the toys had been returned to the shelves before the store opened. They had followed the rule that toys only wake up at night and return to their place before humans find them. Teddy was both sad and relieved. He may never see the other living toys again, but they were all safe. Eleanor suggested that he join the other toys on the top shelf, where they could continue to watch over each other, waiting for the next night. Teddy Bear gladly accepted and carefully climbed up to the shelf. He reunited with his toy friends, and together they shared their stories and dreams. They eagerly awaited every night when the store transformed once again into an enchanted world filled with adventures and happiness. Thus, Teddy Bear learned that even though things may appear different from what they really are, friendship and magic continue to exist. He also understood that every day he had an essential mission: to be a sweet and loving companion for Leah, his faithful friend and protector. And this was the greatest happiness of our curious little bear, Teddy Bear.
The Lion Cub King in search of the magical source of the savannah. Once upon a time, in the African savannah, there was a lion cub named Simba. He was young, courageous, and fearless, and dreamed of great adventures. One day, while he was playing with his friends in the clearing, he heard a mysterious voice calling out to him. Curious, he set off on a quest to discover the source of this enchanting song. Simba thus embarked on a daring quest to save the magical source of the savannah. He traversed vast plains, following the guidance of his inner voice. Along his journey, he encountered numerous animals who offered to assist him. An elephant gifted him with strength, a giraffe with height, and a mischievous monkey imparted a piece of wisdom. Simba was ready to face all challenges and battles that lay ahead of him. As Simba journeyed, he came across numerous breathtaking landscapes, from lush forests to the desolate stretches of the desert. He also encountered fantastical creatures such as unicorns, fairies, and even a benevolent dragon. Each of them granted him a new skill or ability, making him stronger and more confident in his mission. But Simba's quest was not without obstacles. On his path, he had to face formidable challenges. He found himself facing a fierce lion, the king of the jungle, who wanted to prevent him from reaching the magical source. Simba fought with courage, using all the skills and strength that had been given to him to defeat the lion and continue his journey. Finally, after long weeks of travel, Simba managed to find the magical source of the savannah. It was a peaceful oasis, bathed in golden light. The water that gushed from it was pure and crystalline. Simba felt a powerful energy emanating from this place and understood that it was the source of the savannah's magic. But his victory was short-lived, as a group of malicious poachers approached the oasis, armed with nets and rifles. They intended to capture the animals and sell them. Simba stood before them, ready to defend the magical source and his friends. With the help of the fantastical creatures and skills he had acquired, he managed to ward off the poachers and chase them away from the savannah. The magic source was finally saved, and magic returned to the entire savannah. The animals thanked Simba for his courage and determination. They all celebrated together around the oasis, dancing and singing, honoring the bravery of the young lion cub. Simba became the hero of the savannah, a symbol of hope and protection for all the inhabitants of this land. He was never just a lion cub again, but a respected and loved king by all. He guarded the magical source and continued to protect the savannah from dangers and threats. And so ends this long children's story, where Simba, the fearless young lion, embarks on a daring quest to save the magical source of the savannah. With courage, determination, and the help of his friends, he overcomes all the challenges and battles that lie in his path, proving that even the smallest can achieve great things. The magic star of the outback Milo and his friends' wonderful journey. Once upon a time, in the vast Australian outback, there was a young kangaroo named Milo. Milo was a fearless kangaroo who loved to explore nature and embark on new adventures. One day, while he was strolling near his home, he spotted a shooting star falling not far away. Intrigued and curious, Milo approached the place where the star seemed to have fallen. To his surprise, he discovered a little twinkling star, no bigger than a pebble. But he knew that this star was special and had the power to grant the dearest wishes. Milo decided to share this discovery with his marsupial friends. He called for a meeting in the central clearing, where all the animals of the Australian bush gathered. He explained the extraordinary power of the star and suggested embarking on a search for its trail to uncover its secret. Taking Wally the wallaby, Lulu the otter, and Koala the koala with them, Milo and his friends set off. Their fantastic journey began with the trail of shining stars in the Australian sky as their guide. However, along their journey, Milo and his friends encountered numerous challenges. They had to cross swift rivers, climb steep cliffs, and navigate their way through thick, thorny bushes. But nothing could deter them, as they believed their mission was noble and would bring joy and happiness to all those who lived in the bush. As they advanced, they came across other animals who had also heard about the mysterious star. They joined their expedition, creating a large family of animals united in their common quest. Finally, after a long journey through the outback, Milo and his friends arrived in front of a majestic mountain where the trail of stars seemed to end. They climbed with courage and determination, finally reaching the summit. And there, in front of them, they discovered a breathtaking sight. A green valley stretched as far as the eye could see, filled with colorful flowers and joyful animals. It was the place where the star had fallen, transforming the region into a true paradise. Milo and his friends then realized that the secret of the star was simply the power to spread joy. Every wish that was granted thanks to it helped make the Australian bushland more beautiful and harmonious. They then decided to share this secret with all the animals of the bush. Upon their return home, they organized a grand celebration to commemorate the mysterious star and promised to protect it forever. Since that day, the animals of the Australian bush have been living in harmony, knowing that they have a star to grant their wishes and spread joy around them. And all thanks to Milo, the brave young kangaroo, who dared to follow the trail of stars and discover the magical power of the shooting star in the outback.
Zara's quest in search of the magical source of energy. In the African savannah, Zara, a young gazelle with big ambitions, lived peacefully with her family and friends. But she was different from the other gazelles. She had an unquenchable thirst for adventure and discovery. She dreamed of finding the magical source of energy that brought nature to life. One day, as Zara was watching the sunrise, she noticed a strange glow in the distance. Her heart filled with excitement, and she knew it was time to embark on an adventure. She said goodbye to her family and friends, determined to uncover the secret of this magical source. Zara's journey was long and full of obstacles, but her determination never wavered. She crossed endless plains, turbulent rivers, and mysterious forests. She encountered animals of all kinds who helped her and gave her advice to continue her quest. After weeks of traveling, Zara finally arrived at her destination. In front of her stood a massive tree that shimmered with 1,000 lights. She then understood that this tree was the magical source she had been looking for. She approached and touched the warm bark. An incredible energy emanated from the tree and penetrated her entire being. Zara discovered that this magical source was actually the link that connected all living beings in nature. She understood that every plant, every animal, needed this energy to live and thrive. She also realized that she had a mission herself, to protect this magical source and ensure that no one uses it wrongly. Determined to fulfill this mission, Zara went home and explained what she had discovered to her family and friends. Together, they formed an alliance to protect the magical source of energy. They established rules to ensure that no one would abuse it and organized patrols to monitor the surroundings. Over the years, Zara became a great leader, respected by all. The African savannah became a prosperous and harmonious place where all living beings lived in harmony thanks to the magical energy of the grand tree. Zara understood that every living being had a role to play in this grand symphony of life, and that it was our duty to respect and protect the nature that surrounds us. Her journey in search of the source of magical energy had not only transformed her own life, but also the world around her. And so, the story of Zara, the young gazelle with big ambitions, was passed down from generation to generation. The children of the savannah listened to this story with awe and promised to protect nature as Zara had done. And that's how the African savannah remained a magical place, where life burned brightly thanks to the magical energy of the great tree and the determination and courage of Zara, the young gazelle with big ambitions. The Lost Star, a cosmic journey to the land of celestial magic. Lost in the magic of a shower of shooting stars, Leia the giraffe was fascinated by the illuminated skies. Each star seemed like a small piece of dream falling from the heavens. One evening, while she was contemplating this celestial spectacle, a shooting star tore through the sky and disappeared behind the hills. Intrigued, Leia decided to set off in search of this missing star. She gathered her animal companions, Leo the lion, Oscar the playful monkey, and Mila the wise turtle. Together, they embarked on a cosmic quest through the enchanted universe. They crossed dazzling celestial worlds, made up of colorful nebulae and mysterious planets. Every step brought them a little closer to the disappeared star. Leia and her friends were amazed by the beauty that surrounded them, but they never lost sight of their goal. As they progressed on their journey, they encountered magical creatures, unicorns with shimmering manes, and fairies with sparkling wings. These fantastical beings encouraged them to continue their quest and bestowed upon them valuable advice. They learned that in order to find the lost star, they had to collect fragments of magical stars from different constellations. Each constellation was guarded by a celestial guardian who tested their determination and courage. Leah and her animal companions faced trials as incredible as they were perilous. They dodged flaming meteors, jumped from planet to planet, and outsmarted the traps set by celestial guardians. Nothing could stop them. Throughout their adventures, Leah and her friends also learned important lessons. They understood that friendship and solidarity were valuable assets. Every time they encountered an obstacle too difficult to overcome alone, they helped each other and found a solution together. After numerous trials and adventures, Leah and her companions gathered enough fragments of magical stars to reconstruct one star. They climbed a celestial mountain and carefully placed each fragment, forming a sparkling star. When the star was reconstituted, a glow of an incredible beauty enveloped the entire enchanted universe. The vanished star reappeared, illuminating the sky with its splendor. Leah and her friends felt filled with pride for having fulfilled their mission. At the moment of departure, the magical creatures made them one last revelation. Their journey was actually a test meant to show their bravery. Thanks to their perseverance and friendship, they had proven their worth and deserved their place among the stars. With hearts filled with joy and gratitude, Leah and her animal companions returned to Earth, having fulfilled their cosmic quest. They held the memory of this extraordinary adventure within them and continued to dream of the enchanting universe that had welcomed them. From now on, every time Leah looked at the starry sky, she remembered her incredible adventure and the magic that surrounded her. She knew she was capable of achieving great things, as she had discovered the strength that hid within her, the strength to believe in her dreams and pursue them with determination.
The guardians of the starry magic in the kingdom of the Arctic. Once upon a time, in the vast icy expanses of the Arctic, there was a young polar bear named Nook. Since his birth, he had been blessed with an insatiable curiosity and spent hours observing the night sky and the twinkling stars. But his friends, Esco and Lumi, often made fun of him because they didn't understand why he was so interested in the magic of the stars. One day, Nook heard about the mysterious kingdom of stars, a legendary place where the magic of the Arctic was preserved. Intrigued by this story, Nook decided to embark on an adventure to find it and save this magic. Seeing his determined friend, Esco and Lumi decided to accompany him on this perilous quest. Together, they crossed frozen glaciers, faced snowstorms, and braved the dangers of the Arctic. Their courage and determination never wavered, because they knew they were fighting for something greater than themselves. As they journeyed, they came across many animals who gave them valuable advice to reach the kingdom of stars. The seals spoke to them about the ocean currents that could guide them. The whales taught them the songs of the stars, and the polar foxes showed them the hidden paths of the snowy tundra. Finally, after months of exploration and effort, Nook, Esco, and Lumi reached the entrance of the Star Kingdom. A dazzling aurora illuminated the night sky, and the stars seemed to dance with joy as they approached. Excitement overwhelmed the polar bears as they realized they had achieved their quest. They were welcomed by celestial creatures, reindeer with sparkling antlers, Arctic rabbits with luminous eyes, and polar bears larger than life, who were the guardians of this magical place. The three friends explained their mission to save the magic of the Arctic, and the guardians were moved by their dedication. The guardians taught them the wisdom of the stars and how to use this magic to protect the Arctic. Nook, Esco, and Lumi became true guardians of nature and promised to preserve the integrity of their land. They returned home with hearts filled with joy and minds filled with determination. Back in the Arctic, they used the magic of the stars to guide the animals towards safer places where they could find food. They also fought against the destructive forces of humans by raising awareness about the importance of protecting the environment. The news spread quickly, and many other animals joined them in their fight for the preservation of the Arctic. Humans were touched by their determination and began to change their behaviors to protect this fragile land. Thus, thanks to Nook, Esco, and Lumi, the magic of the Arctic was saved. The stars continued to shine brightly in the night sky, and the Arctic animals now lived in harmony. And every winter, when the snow covered the landscape, children would come to marvel at the beauty of this magical place, knowing that their future was in their own hands. Pablo the Panda and the Wonders of the World, a story of friendship and discoveries. Once upon a time, there was a panda named Pablo who lived peacefully in the bamboo forest. One fine day, Pablo felt the desire to explore the world beyond his peaceful forest. He thought it was time to discover new horizons and meet new friends. So before leaving, Pablo asked his mum if she could prepare a bag with a supply of bamboo for him. Full of love and sadness, his mum handed him the bag, asking him to promise to stay safe and come back home unharmed. The journey began for Pablo the panda. He traveled through vast plains and crossed tumultuous rivers. He even climbed to the top of the tallest mountains to admire the beauty of the world beneath his paws. So before leaving, Pablo asked his mum if she could prepare a bag with a supply of bamboo for him. Full of love and sadness, his mum handed him the bag, asking him to promise to stay safe and come back home unharmed. The journey began for Pablo the panda. He travelled through vast plains and crossed tumultuous rivers. He even climbed to the top of the tallest mountains to admire the beauty of the world beneath his paws. One day, while resting near a waterfall, he met a red panda named Ruby. Ruby was a very curious and energetic panda. She also wanted to explore new places and join Pablo on his journey. Together, they explored enchanted forests, encountered mischievous monkeys and birds with shimmering colors. They shared amusing stories and told jokes that made them burst into laughter. They had become inseparable. One evening, as they were resting by a lake, they heard cries coming from a little cabin nearby. Intrigued, Pablo and Ruby approached and discovered an abandoned teddy bear. They immediately decided they couldn't leave it there and chose to adopt it. They named it Oscar. After welcoming Oscar into their little family, the three friends continued their journey. They visited mysterious jungles, bustling cities, and even scorching deserts. Pablo, Ruby, and Oscar were happy to discover all the wonders that the world had to offer. But one day, while they were in a bustling big city, they got lost. They searched everywhere, but tall buildings and crowded streets prevented them from finding their way back. They were scared and wondered how they could find their way again. It was then that a group of children spotted them and saw how lost they were. With kindness, the children approached them and helped them. They knew the city well and were ready to guide them back home. Thanks to their help, Pablo, Ruby, and Oscar were able to return home safely. They were grateful for this new friendship and for the precious assistance of the children. Back in the bamboo forest, the three friends realized how lucky they were to have each other. Life was filled with adventures and happiness, and they knew they could always rely on each other no matter where they went. And so, Pablo the panda, Ruby the red panda, and Oscar the teddy bear had incredible adventures and remained best friends forever. May their journey continue, filled with joy, love, and new discoveries. For the true magic lies in the encounters and friendships that light up our lives, just like that of Pablo, Ruby, and Oscar.